Hello and welcome back. My name is Trisha Jaktiani and today I'll take you through some commonly used Excel functions, which is sum, average, max, min, large and small. Let's start with the sum function. In my example, I have salary information available for employees in the organization. If I want to know the total salary paid to all employees, I will simply use this sum function. To perform the function, I'll start with an equal to sign followed by the function name and the open parenthesis and then select the range which I want to sum. In our case, it is the salary range. To select the salary range, I will drag using the mouse till the last cell where the salary information is available, or I can also use the keyboard shortcut key to select the whole range. To do that, I'll select the first cell and then use the keyboard shortcut key Control Shift and down arrow key. This way you will notice that Excel has automatically selected the whole range. Now I can close the bracket by going to the formula bar and press enter. I scroll it a little up to see the result. Next function on my list is the average function. As the name suggests, it provides the average or the mean value for series of values in a range. Let's say I want to identify the average salary paid to each employee in my organization. Again, I will start with an equal to sign, enter the function name, followed by the open parenthesis, and then select the salary range by using the shortcut key Control Shift and down arrow key. Go to the formula bar, close the bracket and press enter. Scroll a little up, you will notice that Excel has calculated the average salary in the cell. Next function on the list is the max function. Max function returns the highest value in the range. For instance, we can use the max function to find the highest salary paid to the employees in the organization. So we start with an equal to sign, again enter the function name and select the salary range using the shortcut key. Close the bracket, press enter, and you will see that Excel has calculated the highest salary from the range, which is 49,000. Moving to the next function, which is the min function. While max function is used to identify the highest value, min function is used to find the lowest value in the range. So we will perform the min function same as max in our example sheet is equal to min, open the parenthesis, and then select the whole salary range using the shortcut key. Close the bracket, press enter, and here you get the lowest value from the range. There are two more functions in Excel which are called large and small function. They both are similar to the max and min function. However, the difference between the two is that large and small function gives us more control. Let's see how they work. When we perform the max function, it identified the first highest value in the range. But the large function is bit more subtle and allows you to decide which largest value from the range that you want. So when I enter the large function in a cell, I will have to give the array, which is the range of salary. In our case, using the shortcut key, I selected the range. I go back to the formula bar. In this case, I have to give second argument as well. The first argument was the range, which I already selected. Now I have to put a comma. After putting a comma, I have to give the kth value, which means I have to tell Excel which largest number that I want from the list. Say I want to find out the second largest value. Then I will enter 2 in the second argument, which is the kth value, and close the bracket, press enter. I will see that Excel has given me the second largest number from the list. Similar to the large function, the next function that we have on the list is the small function. Small function will provide the lowest value in the list, but you have to tell Excel which lowest value do you want. So I'll start with the small function with open the bracket. In the array, I will select the whole salary range, go to the formula bar, and after the comma, I have to give the kth value. In this case, again, I'm trying to find out the second lowest value from the range. So I'll put 2 and close the bracket, press enter. I will see the second lowest value from the range is 7,000. We have seen the commonly used basic Excel function so far.
Congratulations on completing the business dashboard using Excel course. Ready to elevate your career? Join our postgraduate certificate in data science and AI and gain exclusive benefits like a complimentary Python programming bootcamp, 7 plus case studies, dedicated student support, and access to our job opportunities portal. Don't miss out on this chance to transform your career. Invest in yourself today and join our program. Click on the link in the description to enroll now and take the next step in your career journey.
Now let's move on and see an important tool in Excel, which is called as table, and how it can be used with different functions and formulas in Excel. Tables are great ways to add more advanced formatting to your worksheet, like banded rows, presets, color scheme, and also other elements that can save a lot of time. So let's see how to create a table first. In order to create a table, we will keep the cursor anywhere inside the database and then go to the Insert tab and click on the table under the table group. Once I do that, your Create Table wizard will open up. Under Create Table wizard, because I was inside the database, Excel has automatically identified the range for where in the data for your table. Next option that I have to select is whether my table already has a header. If your table already has heading, like in our case, we already have an heading. So I'll put a tick next to the box that says my table has header and click on OK. Once I do that, Excel will automatically add some formatting to your database and it will show in the table format. Adding a table will also add filtering by default, which will let you sort and filter your data easily. Also, after adding the table, you will notice that a new tab is added to the ribbon called the Table Design or the Design tab, depending on which version of Excel you're using, which is only accessible when you click on the table. If you're clicking outside the table design or the design tab is not available. So if you keep your cursor inside the table, you will see the table design tab. Under the table design tab, you can select the table style or change the way your table looks and change the color scheme. So if I want a different color scheme, I can select from this list. So not only that, you can also change the name of the table from this tab. On the left hand side under properties, you can see that you have a table name as table 2. I can change the name. In our case, I will put it as employee information. So I'll say EMP underscore INFO. There cannot be a space when you're entering a name, and hence I'm entering an underscore to add a name to the table. Now let's see what is the use of inserting a table in your Excel and what is the uses of using it under the function. We have already seen how we perform the different functions in Excel. We will try and do the function once more to see how it is useful when we add a table. Let's say I perform my sum function by selecting the range from the table. So I'll start with an equal to, enter the sum function with an open parenthesis, and then use the shortcut key Control Shift and down arrow key to select the salary range. You will notice that in the formula bar, you will see the name of the table which we had given employee underscore information, followed by a square bracket, and inside the square bracket you will see the header of the range that we have selected, which is salary. Close the bracket, enter. You will see again that your name is or your number that is displayed is the total of this range. But this is nothing different from what we had done previously. You still got the same result. However, because I have added a table, now let me try and add a new data into this database. Let's say a new employee has joined the organization and I have to enter their information here. So I do that by entering some data here. Once I do that, I will now have to add the salary. Before I add the salary, let's see what is the total salary here. I can see 15,53,825. If I add 1 lakh to the database here, Let us see if it automatically incorporates it into the sum function. It does. The earlier number was 15 lakh. Now it is showing you 16 lakh 53,825. The 1 lakh amount that I had added to the database has automatically been picked up by the sum function. Why is the sum function doing that? Because in the table, when I add the new database or the new data, it automatically incorporates the new data into the table. And so even when I don't do the function again, this range is automatically picked up and you get the result without trying to do the function again. So this is how your table can be very useful, and any other function also. You can use your tables with the bigger functions or the advanced functions that we are going to learn in the other modules. But yes, this is how your tables can be useful. One drawback with the table is that you cannot use structured reference directly to create data validation or create conditional formatting rules. In that case, your naming the range comes very handy. We will go through the name range option in the next video. So for now, we have learned how to perform the basic functions in Excel by using the normal ranges and also by adding the tables into the database, and this will make your range dynamic, and so it will become even more easier for you to perform any functions in Excel. Hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching.